With 7 different weapons to choose from, there are a lot of possible weapon combinations. So what are the top combinations and which one is the right for you and your playstyle? Whether you're looking to tank, dish out DPS or provide healing, let's explore the top weapon combinations after the latest update. I will shortly break down their strengths and their weaknesses and give you a preview of what they will look like. Starting with the DPS classes, the Staff and Bow is your go-to for long-range DPS. You're like a stationary artillery, dealing crazy AoE and single target damage. In PvP, positioning is everything, because your mobility and survivability are really limited. It shines in all form of large-scale PvP. In PvE, this combination is also one of the top choices for ranged DPS. Next we have the bow and crossbow combo. This is a mid-range combination with excellent single target damage. Like the bow staff combo, it has poor mobility, but combined with its lower range, in PvP the staff and bow will almost always be the better option. But it's rising in popularity in PvE currently. So when it comes to ranged DPS in PvE, bow staff and crossbow bow are your top classes. Next up we have the Staff and Dagger. This is the one to go for if you want to be all about AoE damage. It has the best AoE burst in the game. This makes the combination especially powerful in large scale PvP. The dagger is only used for utility and the passive amplifiers. While this combo excels in PvP, its PvE performance is not on the same level. You will have to play as a melee character to be able to use also your dagger spells, but even then the damage is not even close to the combinations mentioned before. Next we have the bow and dagger, which is similar to staff and dagger, but with more consistent single target damage and less AoE damage. For the most part, the dagger will be used in a similar way as for staff and dagger. But since the build usually excels at picking off single targets, more dagger builds can be used here to finish up people. When it comes to PvE, it's similar to staff and dagger. It's just not as good as other options. I know that a lot of people do not want to hear this, but staff and dagger and bow and dagger are not good in PvE. Now let's talk about Greatsword and Dagger. This is your melee assassin build. Expect high single target burst damage with plenty of mobility. This combo can also get quite tanky, making it versatile in both small scale and large scale PvP. But the smaller the battlefield, the more the class shines. Recent buffs have also made it to one of the top contenders for DPS in PvE. Finally, for DPS we have the crossbow and dagger combination, the best single target DPS build out there. It's all about button pressing, a lot of button pressing, which can deal tons of damage. With the right setup, this combo can also do a lot in large scale PvP because of its great AoE burst. You have to be really sneaky and wait for the right moment to assassinate your opponent. When it comes to PvE, it's still the best DPS class in the game. That's it for DPS, let's have a look what's played as a healer. The bow and wand combination is the ultimate new healing setup. This combination provides the highest healing potential and the best utility as a healer. However, in PvP without mobility spells you are very easy accessible for healer hunters. This makes positioning critical in PvP. But when played well and correctly, this is the best pure healer build currently available. The wand and staff combo used to be your top healer combination, but now it's really versatile for different playstyles. Full damage, full healing, or some kind of a mixed class. In PvP you have here really a lot of different options. You can always have great AoE damage from the staff and great utility from the wand. When it comes to PvE, it's only played as a healer. The full damage variant doesn't perform as good as other classes. Okay, that's it for the healers. Now let's move over to the tanks. Here the sword and shield paired with the greatsword is still your main classical tank build. You become incredibly tanky with tons of crowd control and a lot of damage. It's the king of all content. It does not matter if PvP or PvE, large scale or small scale, this setup just excels everywhere. The next combination is the sword and shield combined with a dagger. It's a mix between an assassin and a tank. While still tanky, it's harder to play and has higher gear requirements. Compared to the SNS plus Greatsword combo, it provides more single target damage, but way less AoE damage and less crowd control. When it comes to PvE tanking, this combo deals more damage but provides less team utility. Recently the class has become much less popular, but I thought it was still worth mentioning. Finally, the Sword and Shield paired with the Wand is the tankiest of the 3 tanking combinations. And additionally, it's packed with utility. It has the best AoE crowd control in the game right now. So it's all about so-called sleep bombs and being super annoying and tanky. The downside is just that the damage is really low. In PvE, it's only viable if you play without a dedicated healer, so you would have 5 additional DPS in your group. Okay, that's it, the top weapon combinations right now. Of course, there are also other niche builds that can be played, but these are the most popular ones right now. Don't forget that you always can freely swap your weapons, so playing one class in PvE and another one in PvP is also totally fine. So what class are you planning on playing on global release? Let me know in the comment section. Currently I'm waiting for the meta to be settled down, and then we will have also some full guides for the different classes. So if you don't want to miss them out, you better subscribe. Thanks for watching and see ya in the next one.